Hey guys, it's Crystal here. We're gonna go over my trading process, how I choose trades when it comes to stocks and crypto. So let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here with you guys. Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna open TradingView, okay? I don't know if you want to have it downloaded or you can just use the browser, whichever you're more comfortable with. I do have it on. You're able to have it on your, your laptop, your phone, so it's super convenient. Um, okay. So 1 second, guys. Okay. So right now we're on TradingView. For anybody that wants to go ahead and download or, sign up as TradingView, you can go to www.tradingview.com or type it in Google TradingView, and then you can go from there. Okay. So right here, the first thing I normally do is I go to my watch list. Um, yeah, so I go to my watch list. Um, and I normally go to SPY. So the watch list is over here, guys. You can click this here and it will remove itself or it will come back. So I normally go to SPY because, as you may know, the S&P 500 is, it's a pretty much a fund of 500 companies on the stock market. So, and for me personally, instead of looking at individually 500 different stocks or even 10, 20 different stocks a day, I normally just go to the S&P 500, because what happens is with the technical analysis of it is that the S&P 500, it moves based off of the 500 many different stocks. So instead of going to one stock that day, I can, see the direction of the S&P 500. I can see if it's going upward or if it's going down, and I can form a direction based off of that. So this is the S&P 500 on the daily chart. I normally look at the daily chart when it comes to stocks. It's just better for me because I am more of a long-term trader. So I'm into buy and holds, and I do some swing trades, but that's pretty much it when it comes to stocks. So with S&P 500, so yeah, today's Monday. Looks like the bulls aren't holding as well as they should, but it is the beginning of the week. Last week we fell to the pink line. I'm just gonna call it the pink line for you guys. It is a moving average. Let's go and see. It's the 50 simple moving average. Okay, so it pretty much came down to the 50 SMA, and it is holding above that. So that pink line is $396.46, as you can see over here. So it came down to that. Right now the price is 398, so it's holding above that line. But if you want to like zoom in and find out like exactly where it's at now, like a shorter term direction, you could just, let me just remove this. You could just zoom into, I'm sorry, go to smaller time frames. So we're on the 4 hour time frame. Let's start at the 1 minute. So that's a good thing I like about TradingView as well. The 1 minute is super convenient, but I mean, I wouldn't use it to trade personally. I'm not into trading on the 1 minute chart. That's super, it doesn't make sense to me, but some people do it. I get it. You're trading. But yeah, as I said, I do more of swing trades and long term buy and hold. So I'm not really into like using the super shorter time frames. But let me just show you guys. I'm gonna just get it up for you guys so you can see. This highlighted portion right here is the after hours. So after hours is about to close very soon, but we're right here. Guys, that's so we're not going to see much action, obviously, because it's after hours, you know, we're not going to see any action here because of the volume, but based on the 1 minute chart, 398 is, you know, it's above 398, 398.02, which is a support right here. So that's not bad, but it's a 1 minute chart. You can't necessarily make the decisions off of that. In 2 minutes, it can drop down to 397, you know, so it's like it drop down to 397 where it looks like based off of the MACD. This is the MACD. The good thing about the MACD that I like is this blue line. I'm just I'm gonna make it simple for you guys. So this blue line, it is when it's above the orange line, it tells me that the stock is green. Okay, so that's a good thing. I mean, even when it's red, it's a good thing because you can short. And some people, you know, they're afraid of that, but I think it's convenient. So the blue line is above the orange line, so that tells me it's green. But when it starts coming down below, like it's gonna come and cross down under the orange line now, that tells me it's going red. So that's when I would make a decision like, you know what I mean? But I would never make my decision on the 1 minute chart though. I just feel like time. A lot of people think that 1 minute is a little bit of time, but a lot happens in the markets in 1 minute, even like, you know, 30 seconds. So I can't base things off of 1 minute charts. Like it's not convenient for me. But yeah, so with the that's what I do with the MACD. I usually use it to like indicate whether, you know, what direction the stock is going. Like especially when it lights up. I'm sorry, the color lightens up from dark green to lighter green. That shows me that the bulls are, you know, they're getting weaker, and the bears are going to take over. So I possibly believe that the direction is a little bit downward, possibly to 390. Well, it says it's at 397 after hours. Yep, it went down to 397. Like, yeah, like I said, it would have done that because yeah, 1 minute chart. So you can't really trust that. But yeah, so right now you can see that the closest range to it would have been 397. And that would likely be another support line or even resistance. You never know. It seems like it couldn't be another support. 397. I don't believe hopefully it doesn't fall down that much. But in order to test that, you know, see with a clearer bird's eye view, I would then go to the 5 minute chart, you know, just work my way up. So 5 minute chart now. Oh, and let's see. Do we have any news on the 1 minute chart? Does it? Yeah, I think it's just the same for regardless on any time frame. Um, so with this one now, let's just get this one. I also, you know, I like to check my other stocks. I like to check before I even dive in because I actually I don't go through time frames. I know which time frame I use when it comes to trading. I'm just gonna go through the time frames and the indicators with you guys just because, like, you know, we're here, you know. But Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to talk about was, yeah, so I normally just go browse over to the other stocks that I have. I like to look at my Tesla. Let me not say that. My Tesla. I like to look at Tesla, but let me go back to the daily. Oh, I like the daily chart. I just like the daily chart. That's it when it comes to stocks. Like that's not the only chart I look at, but I just wouldn't go any lower than 15 when I'm looking at the, 15. I'm not, yeah, nah. No. All right. So yeah. So okay, just get there. So what this tells me here is that this stock, which is at 205 right now, after markets, it's at 207. That's great. No, I'm so sorry. Woo, I'm so market. I'm so sorry. After markets at 208.03, which is beautiful. So that just tells me it could possibly go up to this 200-day moving average, which is at $221.69. Yeah, I think that 220 is a sell signal, that's for sure. Like, you know, 220. Yeah. I mean, I would have loved for it to go up higher, but it has to hold and it can possibly, I feel like it's gonna hold at 195. 195 is definitely gonna be where it forms that support, hopefully. But it would be nice for it to go higher. Let me see here on the 4 hour. Don't get me wrong, I do use other time frames, but and obviously it's gonna be like this. 4 hour chart is really good to use actually, as well, when you're trading stocks, because then you get to see the after hours and the pre-market and things like that. Like this is pretty much it. The orange is the pre-market, and blue is the post-market. So that's super convenient when you're trying to plan out your trade. You see how perfect the site of this trend is going? Like it's easy to spot, and it doesn't seem like it's going any lower than 187. Or if I was to like let's see if there's a trend here. Definitely 192. There seems to be some type of trend at 192.59. You see what I mean? So you can easily just create a trend. So a trend line there. Just it seems like it's in this range. This range, like when it touches, it goes down a little bit, but when it touches around here, it goes back up. So as if you're a short term trader, then that's a way to conveniently like trade like this range, even options, you know what I mean? It's convenient. Um, so yeah, I just put a trend line there. I just put a horizontal line there just to show that because it hit this line 3 different times, I believe. Just a little bit higher, honestly, but it's okay. You don't have to get it to the T. And you can easily move it. As you can see, you can move it. Hands free. So there we go. Yeah. So it hit this line 3 times. That tells me that it's a strong trend line right there. It's in this range. Now I don't know about this. I'm gonna have to move this, but like these are, like I said, these were well, I didn't say this before, but these are lines that I put here long before when the stock was, I feel like it was, you know, it was at, yeah, long before. You see that? So it's up there, all right. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of different support and resistance levels. But this looks like a support to me. Definitely. This seems like there's some resistance coming over here. This is, let's see where we can find the exact resistance. When does it normally hit? If it needs to hit this line 3 times, these candlesticks. Is it here? Yep. There it is. Bring it down a little more. Is it there? Or is it, let's go a little higher. Over here. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like this is the one. And then I would change it to the color red because it's a resistance, you know, it's resistance. So get a little bit bigger. And that's how you would determine, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, where if you did want to take a short-term trade, maybe a day trade, why not just trade in between these ranges? Like, but I mean, it's not a short-term day trade, it's a swing trade. Like, why not just trade in between these ranges? It's just convenient, you know. So that's why technical analysis. And then when you look at the MACD, you go back and reference the MACD. So you see how okay, you see that blue line is crossing above that orange line, which indicates a green behavior. It just indicates green behavior. Green behavior. I like that. I like that. Green behavior. Yeah. Nah, but yeah, so it's definitely it's going, I feel like it definitely, yeah, what do I think it's gonna touch? You see the last resistance is there. Oh yeah, and then if I would also want to zoom, go to the daily, because that would also show me a bigger picture of the range, you know? And the range is that this was my small little range if I was to trade, you know, so how did it do before? So that's what I'm looking at before. Like, is there any other resistance? Like, or is the next support? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this orange. Okay, here, 192, 195. Like around there is a really strong support in my opinion, because the what is that? The 20 day, even the 20 simple moving average, or I'm just going to say the SMA. I'm just going to make it simple for you guys, okay? You're going to have to like, tell you what it means the first time, but yeah. So I'm going to have to use abbreviations, so the 20 SMA, which is the green one, guys, the green line, which then is over here. Green is at 195.62, okay? Don't ask me how I know which green it is, but I just know, okay? I mean, I'm sorry, it's not 195, it's 192.87. But yes, that green line. So I believe that green moving average. So I believe that the range of the support is between 192 and 195, which is great. The resistance now is something that needs to be, the resistance seems to be at 209.75, guys. So right now, post market, it's at 208.03. So it seems like the resistance is right about around there, 209.75. So it'll be not, and that is just going based off tomorrow though. Like we're talking about the future, not so far into the future. I mean, not so far into the future. This is just tomorrow. I believe it'll go up to 209.75, possibly if it's doing great. This is why we use time frames to determine if it's gonna do better or not. But based off of the MACD on the 4 hour, remember the blue was crossing above, forming an indication of green, or on the daily chart, which is a very important chart. Yes, it does the same. You see what I mean? So there's confirmation it does the same. And what I mean by it does the same, as you can see, let's zoom in probably. Let's zoom in for you guys. What I mean by it does the same is that it's going under, it's underneath the orange. Whenever it's underneath the orange, that's an indicator that it's going to turn green. When it's above orange, it's green. But as you know, if it's going down, it's going down. Like, there's no other explanation for that. It's just that when it's already underneath now and it seems like it's making a roundabout, a turnaround, that's an indication of a green future. And look how the volume of the red is getting lighter. It's getting lighter. So that also tells you. So looking at the bars and the moving averages, these are moving averages as well. These are good indicators to use. And I don't use many indicators. I just use the moving averages, that MACD, which is the moving average, convergence, divergence. So yeah. So I use that, the MACD, and I use the RSI, baby. Like, don't play with it. Don't play with it. No, but yeah, the RSI, yeah, I just use those. And then, I mean, I have way more indicators. I'll show you guys, but I just want to go touch base over the RSI. Yep, so I use the RSI. And yeah, this is another way to tell me if the stock what is this direction? This red line obviously means, oh wait, you know what? You see how there was an earning? This is another good thing I like about TradingView. It tells me there was an earning, when the earnings are, what's coming up, the period, all of these things it tells me, or it would tell me ahead of time, but this is obviously in the past. But yeah, it tells me that about Tesla's financials based on the earnings. It seems like it went up, which is, per the technical analysis. Seems like it went up, so in value, so that's great. Not went up in value, but it just stock went increased. So also, so the next thing I wanted to show you guys was the news, which is pretty cool. Like, I like looking at the news. It's another way to form an analysis of what you want to do or how you want to make your new trade. So I'm just gonna touch base on this article that came out just an hour ago. If you want to read it a little bit, just a little beginning of it, go ahead, be my guest. I'll give you guys a few seconds, okay? Hey guys, so yeah, as you can see, it gives good information. Seems like Elon's the richest man again in the world, per a report that came out an hour ago. It says due to Tesla stock rebounds, but Tesla shares up 70% so far this year. Elon Musk is back on top as the world's richest person, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Musk had lost an unofficial title, to European mogul Bernard Arnault last year after a prolonged slump in Tesla stock. With Tesla's shares up nearly 6% by the end of Monday, Bloomberg estimated Mr. Musk's net worth about $187.1 billion. Note, in line, links reference additional content of interest chosen by the WSJ News team. Oh, that's not included. Wow. So that just happened about an hour ago, which is crazy. But yeah. Um, what else they have here? 2 hours ago, Tesla Musk sued by shareholders over self-driving safety claims. Wow. Tesla Inc. and its chief executive Elon Musk were sued on Monday by shareholders who accused them of overstating the effectiveness and safety of their electric vehicle autopilot and full self-driving technologies. In a proposed class action filed in San Francisco federal court, shareholders said Tesla defrauded them over 4 years with false and misleading statements that concealed how its technologies, suspected as a possible cause of multiple fatal crashes, created a serious risk of accident and injury. They said Tesla's share price fell several times as the truth became known, including after the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration began investigating the technologies and reports that the Security and Exchange Commission was investigating Musk's autopilot claims. The share price fell 5.7% on February 16th at NHTSA forced a recall. After NHTSA forced a recall of more than 362,000 Tesla vehicles equipped with full self-driving beta software because they could be unsafe around intersections. Tesla has said it acquires I'm so sorry, guys. Tesla said that due to the recall, it disagrees with NHTSA's analysis. Ugh. As a result of the defendant's wrongful acts and omissions and the precipitous decline in the market value of the company's common stock, plaintiff and other class members have suffered significant losses and damages, the company said. The complaint said, wow. All right, so yep, that's what else. Why did Rivian Automotive stock go up today? Okay. I think that's more so electric, but it's in the, it's in that sector, so it's gonna give you news on that as well, which is pretty cool. We know their next earning report is on Monday, it's on Monday, April 24th, which is right, it's right around the corner. It's about, 6 weeks away probably. Estimated is 0.867, which is wow. And then you could click on the more financials. It'll bring you to this, which is super cool. I love this. All the financials right here. Here's an overview of everything. Oh, Tesla doesn't pay dividends. But that's all right. This is why we trade Tesla, you see? This is why we trade Tesla because let me move myself out the way. There's the cash flow. Okay, annual is here. Okay, so investing went okay. There's the numbers here for you. Quarterly, it's annually. Okay. Still going up, so it's not bad. Quarterly. Okay, it seems like it's going down, huh? It's okay. I missed twice, but that's okay. Things happen. Profit. There's the profit margin. All right, and it just keeps growing in revenue. Just keeps growing. Statements, here they are. Let me move myself up there. Here are the statements. I don't necessarily look at the financials, or I don't look at the I don't really do fundamental analysis. I believe wholeheartedly in technical analysis. Technical analysis doesn't allow you to use emotions. It doesn't need allow you to use it. You don't need fundamentals because unfortunately it's only about where the stock goes. You know, at the end of the day, there may be look at Apple right now. I mean, it can't get past that 156 resistance line now, can it? You know what I mean? Um, and it's a great company, you know, but can it get past that right now? No. So what it's telling me, the chart, let's pull up Apple. You know what? Let's pull up Apple. Let's go back to Apple. Okay. But this is good to know. This statements. Let me just bring you guys up to this. I like how they have everything here for you, you know, just everything right here. So this is why, but I have TradingView Pro, so I don't know if it's because I have TradingView Pro, but just too convenient. It's just too convenient. Okay, like I'm not using anything else. But let me go here. Statistics. Obviously, there's not going to be anything under dividends, and then earnings. There's your earnings, and then you can do annually or quarterly. So yeah, so we're gonna exit out of here. Let's see, Apple. You see, Apple's back down to 147. So what I meant by that was, you see that there's some type of resistance at this 155. Like Apple's not coming back up. You see, it's been a while. Like it's not coming back up. It hasn't been up since September 12th, I would say, of 2022. And I just feel like it's a great buying opportunity. Yeah. You know, Apple, I mean, damn. Mm, I mean, Apple, man. It's Apple. So with Apple now, great place to buy. Whoever bought hair, truth, just great. If you bought hair, just miraculous for you, good for you, because you're just up regardless. But I think my average is like 153 or something. So I could buy here, but I would prefer to buy down here. I feel like I bought down here though, which is good. I did at least buy some at one in the 127 ranges. Yeah. It's one I did buy some at that time. Um, but I could have bought a lot more. You know, that's the point. So yeah, it's hitting this 200-day moving average, which on the daily chart is never a good sign. Like I said, like it's hitting it, but it seems to be supporting it well. It's just that, you know, that's not bad, that kind of chart, because look at that candle there. You see that? That doji candle, you see that? Because when you have the candle like that now, that means the bears are getting weak. The bears is getting weak. Might just go on right on up to 152. I yeah, that's not a good price. That's not a bad price to sell. If you have Apple shares and there's some sort of depression going on or coming, would you buy or would you sell your share? Get out? Would you just get out? Because that's not a bad place if you to buy. Like, let's look at them. Okay, before we make our decisions, we like to go on the charts, you know, different time frames. So with me, let's see. Yeah, so based off of this chart, the weekly time frame, it looks like it's going down. Looks like it's going down like this. And I'm wondering if it's because of why there's this 156. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it. I'm gonna go back to the daily. Look at the so let's see if there's some type of trend on this here. Let's see if there's a trend here. Do y'all see a trend here? Yeah, here's a trend, right? There's a trend here. You see that? Like what I see here when I look at this is that there's something going on in this area. Every time it hits here, something happens. It goes down. Why? That's what it tells me. See, every time. Here, 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 here. Why did it stop? So there's something there. See? So fell downwards. That tells me that if it's underneath it now, this is the resistance. It can't go above. So it's downward. So if it's underneath, I feel like it's gonna stay down. And Tesla's very, I mean, sorry, Apple's very important to look at, right alongside the S&P, the S&P 500, like, because it holds so many, like the market cap, it's ridiculous, you know? Like, you know that their charts are gonna be very similar. Like, I mean, not even similar, but like, I feel like Apple, if Apple, it doesn't reach above a certain point, the market just will not reach above that point. I don't know. I just feel like it controls certain things indirectly. But yep. Um, but yeah, with the Apple though, yeah, I tell myself if it's not above 156, I don't need to look at the market. Like that's for investing wise. If it's not above 156, I don't need to look at the market. Like it's not gonna move. Like in my opinion, it's not gonna move in the way that I would like to see. If it's not above 156, it's not moving in the way I would like to see. If it goes from 147 to 152, I'm happy, but I'm still not looking at the market because it's like it's happened so many times, like in my eyes. So how I would go about it, like, you know, so that you don't have so many false flags, that you just pick a certain support resistance level, and you're like, hey, like if it doesn't go above this, then it's not, you know, right now I don't need to focus on it, but that would also be a good time to accumulate, especially if it's underneath that 200-day moving average. And it's not. So yeah, I wouldn't buy here. I wouldn't buy here. It's going down. Apple's going down a little bit more. And I think I should have bought it when I had the chance. But I might just do that next time. Yeah. I mean, not bought it. I wish I would have sold it when I had the chance. I would have sold it and then I would have bought back in, but I don't think I would have bought back in at a good enough price. Let's see. That's the thing about, that's what I like about um averaging down, because it's like, okay, instead of putting just say you have $1,000 and you're gonna just do, trade with what, 20% of your funds. So you put up $200, right? And what's it called? So you're gonna start trading with that $200, right? And Apple drops, and so you either have the option to put the whole thing on Apple, or the whole $200 on Apple right then and there, because it's been the lowest that you have ever seen it. Or you can simply break that $200 up into 20% and then put 20% of that $200 on each trade. So pretty much every time though. So what is that? 20% of $200, that's $40 every time, every trade or something. Yeah, so putting $40 on a trade every single time it drops, then what? If it drops twice and it doesn't drop ever again, it just goes skyrocket. You only put in $40, you only put in $80. So it's like putting the whole $200 on it, or breaking it up and putting it into like, putting a certain amount every time, and then you might miss out on putting enough money in it. So that's a very big conflict with me. Like, I get conflicted when it comes to determining that, but I also have to let go of the price that I bought something at. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to learn, is that it doesn't matter the price that I bought it at. It's about the appreciation, or, the gain that I'm gonna get in return, the cash on return, you know? So that's what that is. That's Apple. That's very good to look at. I'm also look at these to determine futures are very good to look at too when it comes to like just just things that you want to look at, and just futures, yeah. Futures are good to look at. Oh, oil. Mm, oil is good to look at. Um, so let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go to crypto. Let's see what is in crypto. So like I said, with the S&P 500, I usually use that. I just normally look at that. I don't look at any other stocks during the day, unless Apple is above 156, like I said, okay? So if Apple is above 156, I'm looking at I'll browse through my watch list and look at the charts. But if Apple's not above 156, I'm not looking at anything but the SPY and possibly Tesla, because Tesla's not a part of the S&P 500, and it moves on its own accord. So those are what I look at. Like, I'm not looking at anything else because I'm not ready to buy right now. Like, I would have liked it if it was a little lower now. So if what is a good time to buy? So I'm looking at the market when it hits above 156, because that's when I believe things are going to start moving upward. But if it goes back down, if it goes to 140, that would be lovely. But that's not enough. I feel like it would be nice to go to 128. Yeah, but we're not gonna go there. We are though, but we're not. Right? We're not. We're not gonna go there right now. Probably go to 142. Yeah. Um, so yeah, other than that, I just really look at, yep. So if I go here, if I wake up in the morning, I don't even look at Apple, because I just know that's not above 156. Like, you could feel it in your bones when the stock market is moving some way, somehow. You might not have no notifications on, you might be at work all day, but you could feel it, like, sun's cooking up, so 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 yeah, yep, so I don't really look at Apple, but if it is above 140.56, then I would look at many of these. I would look at AGNC. That sucks with AGNC, man. But AGNC, man. But, so with this one now, agency, I hope it just hits the 1083 and turns back around. I just going back to $9. I'm just what happened, dude? Nothing happened, but I mean, look what it says. Since of December, all cash home buyers hit 2014 high, as more buyers avoid pricey mortgage loans. So yeah, I mean, it went up to like 13. Didn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Just when it spikes, sometimes you just gotta take it. Um, so yeah, Tesla now. Love me some Tesla. We have this love and hate relationship with Tesla, but don't we all? That's the crazy thing. Don't we all, huh? No, let me stop. Life is better. Life is great. Like Tesla's great, you know? Life is good. So, um, I like Tesla. Yeah, we were already on Tesla, actually. But Tesla is hitting that RSI soon. So you know when it hits that RSI, that means it's a little bit oversold. I mean, I'm sorry, a little bit overbought. So if it's overbought, what happens? People sell. So what do I think? I think that it might get up to like what 215. It's going up. It's going to 221 for sure. 220 for sure. Yeah, once it gets to the 220, I think it's gonna turn around and that might be right here. Let me go bring this up to y'all for y'all. Yeah. And I don't just look at this RSA by itself ever. Like I never do this. It's just that you guys are here. So I have to explain it to you, you know? Um, but yeah, if it hits above this, this is definitely overbought. Too many people are buying it, and it's only gonna fall back down, but who knows how far. Never too far though. Never too far. Same with the MACD. What is the MACD saying? The MACD is saying that, hold on now. Hold on now. It's saying that, yep, we already covered this, that it's going, seems like the volume's lightening up with the downtrend, so it might turn around and go up to that 221 for surely. That's how you see a swing trade. That's how you see a breakthrough. That's how you do it. You just have to trust and believe in yourself. That's it. You know, just trust in yourself and believe in yourself, and you'll be all right. Now, this was fun. This was fun. I definitely like this. Showing you guys. Oh, sorry. Showing you guys everything. I'm very happy that you're here. So, yes. Let me see here. So what else do I have to show you guys? I know I said other things. Crypto, yes. So let's go to crypto because crypto market is open right now. And you know, it might not be as booming as it should, but XLM is moving a little bit. I see some movement there. Might not be a lot of volume. Mana. Okay, let's go to Mana. Let's see what Mana's looking like. All right, so on the with crypto, I don't do the daily chart is a little too high for me. I definitely stick with like the 4 hour or the 1 hour chart. I'm good with those, honestly. The 1 hour, or I mean, I do love the daily chart though. It's just that with crypto, it moves, it's so volatile that I'm not gonna just use like I'm gonna look at the smaller time frames for sure, like just to peep how they're moving right now because super volatile. You gotta look at the small time frames to confirm how you want to move in a swift manner. So let's see here. Um, so it looks like there's some type of trend here. It's consolidating. It went from like a stage 4 to like it's going to what, a stage 1. Is it? I don't know. It looks like it's weak as ever. It's just really weak. But this is the 4 hour chart, so maybe it's just today. But if I was to zoom you know, to a bigger chart, a bigger time frame. Let's see how it'll be going, getting lighter as if it's gonna get ready to go upward. Go upward, right? What the? Like it seems like every time it hits the 200 moving average, the 200-day moving average, right? It goes up every time. I look at trends now and indicate, and it helps indicate that I look at things. Um, let's see here. Um, so yeah, that's what it seems like. If I was to like trade this over a few days, I would just write it from 61 cents to 68 cents. Oh, you know, not too bad, not too shabby at all. Um, it's not bad. It's not. Let's see how it is with the 1 hour. Yeah, it seems like it might go. Yeah, it looks like it's stagnant, like it's just there's no direction. I don't like that. I don't like trading when there's no, it's just consolidating and it's no direction right now. I wonder, and that's with most of these coins. So I wonder if that's how Bitcoin is going. Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in the summertime, right before the crash, I had sold off all of my sh my altcoins. I sold off all of my altcoins and I put them all in Bitcoin and Ethereum instead. So I really lucked up there. I really, really lucked up there. Um, So yeah, you guys, I want to give you guys a second to just look and see if you want to go ahead and download TradingView. If you do, I'm going to give you these next few minutes to go ahead and do that, maneuver over it and post that way that you know you guys can post some questions in the comment section of my review so that I can also just know what to show you guys and zero in with you guys on next time. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds to go ahead and download and open your account and see if you have any questions for me. Here's Bitcoin. Ethereum, which is pretty cool. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll speak next time. Drop your comments below. Drop any questions below. Thanks.